Hi, welcome back to my channel, a perfect place to start. So today we're going to be doing some home decor projects that were recently inspired by a trip that I took to Hobby Lobby. So let's get started. So our first project is this cork cube that I saw at Hobby Lobby, and we're going to recreate that with these wood blocks that I found at the Dollar Tree. They're quite a bit smaller than the original inspiration, but I think they'll still turn out cute. So we're going to use the adhesive cork board that they have at the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to trace the cube, and we're going to cut out 4 squares, and we're going to place it on the cube. So I had some left over from another project, and I'll list that project here if you want to check it out. And then I just cut out some of the ones that I already had. So some of mine already have some designs on them. And then I'm just going to take this Beehive stencil and my ink Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to chalk paint the hive onto the cork. So I used the beehive twice, and then I used the bee by itself twice, and then I spelled out the word bee, and then I used the queen's crown for a queen bee. So here's a photo of the Hobby Lobby picture and then how ours turned out. I think these are so cute. I've just been really loving that bee this summer, and I've been using it a lot in some other decor, but I just really love how they turned out and how they kind of can be interchanged and make different things. So the second project is a pineapple tray I saw at Hobby Lobby, and we're going to recreate that using a tray from the Dollar Tree, some Waverly white chalk paint, and some gold acrylic paint that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. So we're going to be using some stencils from Walmart, the Waverly ones, and these are actually peel and stick stencils, so you don't need to tape them down, they just self-adhese to the project. So we're going to use the white chalk paint all over the tray, and I did even paint the bottom just in case I wanted to showcase this in my house somewhere where the back was going to show. If you're enjoying today's projects, don't forget to hit the like button, it really helps my channel grow. So next we're going to stick the stencil onto the middle of the tray, and we're going to do the whole pineapple in the middle of this tray. So once we have that completed, then we're going to take the stencil and we're going to move just the bottom half of the pineapple up into the corner, and then we're going to repeat the process of using the gold paint there. This gives it a look like the pineapples are moving through the tray. If you don't like this look, I did see another tray at Hobby Lobby that had 2 of the pineapples just in the middle of the tray. You could do that instead. I just really like the look of the floating pineapples. Let me know in the comments below if you know what kind of decorating style this is. On another YouTube channel I was watching, they said it was some kind of Miami glam type of decorating. I don't normally decorate that way in my house, but I do really love pineapples, and my classroom was a pineapple theme last year, and so this just really stuck out to me as something that I would really love. Hobby Lobby tray is on the left and ours is on the right, and I think that ours turned out pretty identical to the Hobby Lobby tray, and I am super happy with how it looks. So our third project is a bee tin that I saw at Hobby Lobby, and if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know that I have been really loving bees this summer, and I've done a couple other bee projects using the same stencil actually, and I'll list that video here if you want to check it out. But this stencil was identical almost to what was on this tray, and I was so excited, and I thought I could recreate this. So we're going to use a charger from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to lay this stencil in the middle of the charger, and we're going to use the black Waverly ink chalk paint, and we're just going to give it one coat into the middle of this tray. I'll list all the supplies I'm using today in the description box below if you're interested in recreating this. I'll see if I can find the link to this stencil. I got this stencil on Amazon, and it was pretty inexpensive, and I've used it quite a bit this summer in some different projects. So we're just going to set that aside and let it dry really well before we take the tape off and the stencil off. So the Hobby Lobby tray is on the left and ours is on the right, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it's pretty close to what theirs was, and it looks really great in my Beescape. Our last project today is this bike picture that I found at Hobby Lobby, and we're just going to take a Dollar Tree picture. It says enjoy the journey, and we're going to take it apart and take out the inside piece. When I was taking this frame apart, I could not get the picture to come out. I was thinking it was one of those that just had like a paper picture on the inside, but it ends up being like a foam piece, like a cardboard piece, and then it's attached to some foam. So you can see as I'm like trying to take it out, it's like stuck to one side of the frame, but I was able to get it out without damaging it. So I'm just going to take off the front part that says enjoy the journey. It's like stuck on with some double-sided tape, and I'm just going to take that off of there and set it aside. I tried to take off all the double-sided tape that was on there, but it was really stuck on good, and I decided it really didn't matter because I'm just going to put some paper on there. So I set it aside, and now I'm going to paint the frame with my Waverly white chalk paint. And I'm only going to give it one coat because I want some of the brown to come looking through there like it's a distressed look. So I'm going to take this piece of scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to take that cardboard piece that came out of our frame, and I'm going to trace around it on the scrapbook paper and cut it out. I love using the picture frames at Dollar Tree because you can do so much stuff with them. I have taken calendars from the Dollar Tree and cut them out and framed them for decor pieces when I had extra space in my area that needed to be filled. I've also used gift bags and just anything that had a really fun background to decorate with. So they're really versatile, and only for $1 you can keep using them over and over again. So we're going to take that scrapbook paper that we had, and we're just going to lay it on top of the cardboard piece. There was still some double-sided tape stuck on there, so I ended up just using the tape that was on there to stick the paper onto it. So next we're going to take the piece that we had set aside, and we're going to glue it into the middle of our cardboard piece there. And then we're going to take that and just reattach it to the frame. I realized when I was putting it back into the frame that you could see some of the brown from the inside of the frame on the outside when I put the picture back in. So I'm going to go back in with my Waverly white chalk paint and I'm going to paint the inside. Some of the paint did get on the glass part, but it can be washed off quickly and it's not a big deal. So if you're painting it and you get a bunch of paint on there, it'll come right off with a wet cloth. This chalk paint has really lasted me a long time. I have been doing projects all summer with this same container of paint, so it does really go a long way. So here it is back in the frame, and it looks super cute just like that. If you didn't want to add anything else to it, you wouldn't have to, but I wanted to recreate the beads that were at the top of our Hobby Lobby inspiration piece. So these beads I've had for a little while. I did get them on Amazon, and I start out in the video using a pipe cleaner, and I'm just going to put the beads on the pipe cleaner, but I realized when I went to attach it to the frame that you could see some of my pipe cleaner through there, and I didn't really want to have the orange showing through. So I go ahead and take them all off the orange pipe cleaner and just use some wire that I had for scrapbooking, and I put the beads on the wire, and I think it looks so much better after it gets put on there. So once I get the first bead on the wire, I just get it all the way to the end, and then I bend a tiny bit of the wire down kind of across the bottom of the bead, and that way it holds the bead in place and I don't have to put any extra glue on it because I'm going to glue that to the top of the frame anyway. So once I have all my beads in place, I'm just going to glue them to the top of the frame, so on each corner of the frame, and I'm just going to use my hot glue gun. So here's our finished project. The Hobby Lobby is on the left side, ours is on the right. I put mine in my faux coffee bar, and I think it just looks so adorable there. It's very farmhouse, and it just goes really well with the decorations I have there. I hope you enjoyed today's projects. I went back and forth between which one was my favorite, but in the end, I think the bicycle picture ended up being my favorite. I just love how the wood beads add to it, and it just looks so cute with that shiplap paper behind it. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite today, and if you plan on recreating any of these for your own home. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that, and hit that bell so you're notified every time I make a new video. Thanks for joining me today, and remember, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. Till next time.